a man and be like, okay, that's a real one. Just listen and everything, and just be appreciative, and just show your appreciation. That's what I would say to keep to how women can keep a relationship with a man. Show your appreciation. Show that you know. Show that you glad. Show that you glad to have a man. Show that you glad to be in a relationship with a man. Stop all this like, oh, I'm independent. All this this single talk and everything.
Right.
It's being single, and I say being single is fine. If you focusing on that, being single is totally fine. But if you get in a relationship, you can't take the single life with you.
I agree.
When you're in a relationship, you with that man or you with that woman.
Right.
We talked about the women and everything. You with that man. Show that you proud to be with that man. Show that you proud to have that man by your side. Embrace that. All this, the masculinity stuff and the men don't want to date another man. Want to date a woman. So show that you proud of dating that man and being in a relationship with him.
Right.
Embrace that. What they say, embrace the femininity or something.
Yeah.
Embrace that.
Embrace the inner beauty.
But just embrace that. Be considerate. So listen. Try your best to listen. Inspire him. And yeah, just try to be the embrace. So be considerate. Try your best to listen. Inspire him, and just be proud. Be proud to be in a relationship with the man, and embrace that you're in a relationship, because that'll show him from his point of view. That'll show him, damn, she proud to be with me. She proud to be with me. She proud that I'm by her side, and that makes the man feel needed. There's nothing wrong with being needed or something. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see why women. I don't need no man. There's nothing wrong with needing. We all need each other. You need the cable man to come out to fix your cable, don't you? you need him. And the cable man, oh, he's a man. Now if it's a one, like if you like a woman, a feminist and everything, and you like, oh, it's like female cable fixers and everything, then do that. I want her, and that's fine. But if you like, oh man, I don't need no man, but let me call the cable guy to fix my cable. You kind of we need each other. So, but I know this is the relationship side.
Yeah.
Kind of got off topic, but that's my point of view. That's my thoughts. So,
I'm gonna make this real short and simple.
that was long.
No, I wasn't even thinking about you.
Oh yeah, you got
It just, because listening to you just made me the stuff you list.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the stuff that women can get, and of course, we're not talking about guarantees because nothing is guaranteed.
Yeah.
Everything is a risk. Relationship is a risk. When you walk outside of your door to go to your job, that's a risk because there's no guarantee that you're coming back home. So everything is a risk. But I would say everything that the woman require of a man, it should be reciprocal. So instead of listening, whatever she said man need to do, that's what she need to do as a woman. But usually that don't happen that way. They make all as the list and demands of the man, but they don't want to reciprocate.
Yeah.
So I would say, as far as instead of listening one by one, whatever she requires of him, he should require that of her. Because if it's about sacrifice and trade-offs, because life, and Kevin always said, that life is about choices and trade-offs. Mm-hmm. So it's things that you can do that can help her out, and then there's things that she can do that can benefit the man. So we both serve a purpose. So the stuff that she requires of him, she need to be willing to give that to him also, instead of always only demanding stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Okay. I agree with that 100%. In my opinion, I agree with everything y'all both said. I also feel like that as women, you also have to know what men want too. I feel like a lot of y'all feel like men just look at aesthetics and how you look, and we just go off that. And you got to understand your looks play a part, but it doesn't play the important part as far as like relationships. As far as like looks, that gets you in the door with a guy, for most guys, at the most part. Mm-hmm. But as far as getting into a relationship, we look at other things outside of your looks. So that's why you typically see a lot of fine women, they're not married. Like, you would think fine women would be married more than any other woman in the world, but most of the average women are the ones that are married, because they probably have qualities that most attractive women don't have. And you got to look at it from that perspective. Now, another thing I want to point out too was, I'm sorry. You also have to be a woman that a man can't find nowhere else, basically. Mm-hmm. You can look fine and look good, but there's so many other fine and good women looking out there. You get what I'm saying? So it's like being fine is not the best. It's not the only quality you have to look at. If a man feels like, okay, you good looking, but you don't have any qualities to make a relationship last, he's just going to want to sleep with you. You have to be that woman that he can't get nowhere else. Otherwise, he's going to feel like, okay, well, she's good looking, but that's another good looking girl over there. I can go sleep with her too. You know what I'm saying? So a man, they will want to keep a woman around that he can't get from another. I mean, with qualities that he can't get from another woman. And most of that should be easy because a lot of women don't carry qualities that last, that basically make a good relationship. So you got to look at it from that standpoint. And also be open to listen to what men want. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times men really don't know what they know what they want, but they don't know how to vocalize what they want because of the society we live in as far as like hearing women and the things that they say. But I feel like a lot of men nowadays, they're becoming more open and verbal about what they want out of a woman. And I feel like women, you need to take keen to that because it's like a lot of men are starting to express or verbalize the things that they need in a relationship instead of just making it one-sided about a woman. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when they're sitting here and telling you, okay, I want a woman that do this and that does that, you need to take what, like Sean said, you need to listen. A lot of y'all don't listen. Y'all hear what men say, but y'all let it go out the other ear. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like you want a relationship, but you got to know what it takes to have what you want. Men want sex. So men take that and they be like, okay, what do women want out of a man in order to get sex? So then we go out there and change our appearance. We go to the gym. We do whatever. We try to go get more money. We doing what we got to do to go get what we want. So that's why when men go and sleep around with other women, they're doing what they want. They're getting the results that they want. So if you want the results of getting relationships, know what it is that men want in order to get what you want out of them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can't just sit there and make demands about stuff and you don't have what they're looking for. That's just like me saying, I should get all the pussy in the world, but I ain't doing nothing to make myself get that. You know what I'm saying? That don't make any sense. I have to basically fall in line with whatever I have to do to get what I want. And the same thing goes for y'all.
And to add to what you're saying, that's basically proof that men are willing to put in the work to get the result, but the woman is not.
A lot of y'all are not willing to put in the work to get. Y'all funny. A lot of y'all ain't willing to put in the work to get what you want. You want a relationship, but you don't know what it takes to have a relationship. And a lot of y'all got so much baggage going on to the point where it's like y'all date so many people. Well, I ain't gonna even say it's dating. Y'all just sleeping around with so many people.
Thank you.
Y'all sleeping around with so many different people to the point where when you actually ready to settle down with somebody, you got so much damage onto you. Now when you get to the good guy, you already messed up at this point. It's like it's nothing that can be done to help you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we talked about the whole dating thing and how y'all should be dating, but y'all don't. How can I put it? Y'all only have certain rules for certain people. And I think I really feel like that's what's messing y'all up. Y'all don't have the same criteria for every man y'all run into. Right. Rather that be a Pookie and Ray Ray, an average dude, and a high value dude. In order for you to get what you want in this perspective, you have to have the same set of rules for everybody. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of men, we see that. Okay, we hear our partner or other guys say, okay, well, I managed to sleep with this girl and do this and that with this girl without having to take her out on a date. And every guy pretty much. Every guy pretty much wants to be that guy. So okay, I'm like, well, true. If I could sleep with her without taking out on a date, that's what their mission is. They're trying to do that because they figure, okay, well, a lot of women are sleeping around with dudes. Well, I ain't got to take them out on no date. I ain't got to spend no money on them, so I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got a lot of guys going into these that's coming up to women and just trying to sleep with them because it's like that's the way it's been going now. Mm-hmm. But if you had the same rule for every type of guy that you run into, you wouldn't run into the situation you're running into. Man, a lot of guys are getting starting to talk to women. A lot of guys are starting to talk to women, and they're realizing through the way they talk and through the way they move, and a lot of y'all tell on yourself too. I done had this happen a few times where women will say some stuff that they experienced with other dudes, and I realize, okay, well, she slept with this dude on the first night, apparently. So at this point, I ain't got to take you out on there. I'm gonna try to get you on the first night. Forget all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, you're not gonna put me under a different box, and that other guy didn't have to be in that box. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all play yourself with that. So y'all gotta move different.
And then I gotta add to what you're saying because the fact that she didn't put that guy through that, but she tried to put you through that. Now, since you're like, well, man, I'm not finna go through that because he didn't go through that. Now she not finna deal with you.
Exactly.
So she gave him some, but since you found out the secret and you like, well, he didn't go through that, so I'm not finna go through that. So logically,
Exactly.
you would think you supposed to get it too because he didn't go through that.
Right.
But since you not going for the okie doke, she'll punish you and just not deal with you. She gave him some, but since you followed his blueprint, to be like, oh well, if he did, then I can do that too, and
Exactly.
I can do what he did, and I have to do all that and get the results he get, but you not him.
Exactly.
So she'll get him some, but she won't deal with you because you didn't fall for it.
And that's how you get guys that get in the friend zone because now they're trying
There
to
you
play a
go.
waiting game to get what they want.
Exactly. And then to add to your point even more, when you was like the other guy that they break the rules for, or they let the guy hell on the first night, that were not if like you said, and I always been saying what you were saying, if women held the same standard across the board for all guys, that would be Chads and Tyrone's will always be here, just like Pooh's Ray Ray's will be here, just like average guys will be here. You can't help the way God made your face, the way he was born. Some guys are born attractive, some is unattractive, some is in the middle. But if girls didn't even sleep with the Chads and Tyrone's or Pooh's and Ray Ray's, like how they don't give the average guys none, then it'd be fair across the board because if you want to be technical, the Chad and Tyrone guy he will be not look wise, but as far as going through what we going through, he'll be down here with us because he'll be like, bro, like I look like this and she still ain't going. Yeah. So it's like, okay, we all in the same boat. Like we may look different, but at least we know they have some type of standard because you would think she'll give me some because I'm Omarion or I'm this and she still won't. But it's like since they'll give Chris Brown and Omarion, and when I say that, I'm using that for an example, but because you have Chris Brown and Omarion looking dudes that's not rich. Right. So of course I'm only saying that because they're rich, but take the money away. Meaning you got nice looking guys like that work at Walmart. Yeah. But and I remember who was it I was talking to? I think me and my homie was talking about this. I always Alcina, he out the closet or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, he can literally he's Alex Alcina, he got a name. Yeah. If that nigga was a regular guy that worked at Walmart, he'll be hitting all those in there.
Oh yeah.
Because they be like, because I'll be seeing how the girls go, he finding it. So if he was just a regular guy that worked at Walmart, he'll be hitting all the chicks that worked there. So that lets you know you ain't got to be no millionaire guy. But if you could be a Chad and Tyrone who's just a regular guy on some regular finances, he not rich, he just a Chad and Tyrone in the neighborhood, they gonna hit all the chicks. But if the women's standards was real, they wouldn't give the fine guy none either like that. Like she was like the stipulations they put on average man, they'll put that on the nice looking guys, the Ray Ray, so all of us be like, damn, we all in the same boat. So that means what? One of us got to perform the righteous way to win her.
And you know what? That's another thing too, because I feel like the main reason, and this is my opinion, I feel like the main reason why men are not really getting into relationships is because women are not moving in the way that they say they move. They're saying one thing and they're not moving in the way that they saying. And guys, we're picking up on that. So we listen, we hear what other women say, and then we hear what our homeboys say, and we also take in our experience. Yeah. So when we take in so many things, we come up with an idea like, okay, well, damn, this is not how I thought, or basically what you said you'd be moving like, basically. So it's like, we have that constant battle with ourselves when we trying to mess around with a woman. It's like, okay, well, she's saying one thing, but then I'm getting this feeling her actions ain't the same way as what she's saying. So she want to be all, reserved and conservative with me, but when she go out there in the real world and be messing with these other dudes, she ain't that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. It's an unfair deal to us. You know what I'm saying? So why would I get in a relationship when maybe 5 other dudes didn't have to get in a relationship to sleep with you? So I want to be one of them. I want to be the 6th dude that does it. You know what I'm saying? Because all I really want is sex. You don't bring nothing to me as a guy that makes me feel like, okay, I should be committed to you. You know what I'm saying? So y'all want commitment, but you got to move in a way that benefits a relationship. Y'all can't just say one thing and then you're not living that lifestyle.
And that's women to a T. They make demands but don't bring nothing.
Yeah.
It's just the harsh reality. They are the queens of making all sorts of demands and contribute nothing.
Yep. So
that's what it is. I'm just saying, women out there, y'all can get upset. It's just the truth. You could put the camera on me. Auntie, anybody want the smoke, bring it. I wasn't here last week, I'm here now. And then of course I'm saying it in all love, but I'm not angry. I'm just saying it's just the truth. Y'all make a lot of demands and don't offer nothing. And for the ones that y'all do offer, once again, because I don't want to make it look like you do got ones that do, but of course the ones that do, they offer to the knucklehead and be mad that the knucklehead don't be the guy that they want him to be in their mind, rather than just going to the guy that's already like that. So you'll rather get a nobody and try to change the nobody into somebody when, first of all, the nobody, that starts with self. He has to want to do better. You can't change him. So y'all be trying to be, let me take nothing and be God and snap my fingers and now he's something. The only one who can do that is the creator. Right. He literally made us from dust and dirt. He can do that. Humans can't do that to another human.
Yep.
If he's a nobody, he's a bum, and he made up his mind, that's what he's gonna be. You can't change that, woman. You cannot change that. And guess what? Vice versa. A man can't change her hoe into a housewife. She has to be like, okay, I need to stop this. And then if she makes the conscious choice to do better, then she'd be like, and then he'd be like, okay, cool. Now that I see that you're doing better, come on.
Right.
But she has to make that decision, just like he has to make the decision if he wants to be a better man. You can't make him do nothing. But in women's bizarro world, oh, let me take Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons and make him elegant. Like, what? You can't take a Jeffrey Dahmer and make him no, he's a killer. And you know, I'm being extreme, but I'm just saying you can't take somebody who's always been crazy like this and try to make them the belle of the ball, and they crazy. They always been that way. That's their path. That's what they chose. Now, if they want to do better, they got to be like, you know what? I've been tripping. I've been doing all this for all these years. God didn't help me. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of that. I don't do that no more. That got to happen to him on his own. You can't change him. And then what killed me about women, they be so quick. That's what killed me, and just keep it real. Like, we know guys do it too, but we talking about women are notorious for this. They are notorious for trying to change men. I'm going to make him, whip him into shape and make him. And that's what's crazy, because I notice when women do that, you will swear and assume that their resume is clean. Meaning, I wouldn't even trip on women if they was like, literally came down from heaven and wanted to change a guy. Or shorty, you could talk your stuff. You done came from the creator. Right. Women got the nerve to be effed up all the way to hell and then want to change a man. And none of their stuff is together. None of their stuff is together, true. But they want to change Ray Ray.
Right. Yeah.
But none of your stuff, I would get it. I'm like, oh, well, shorty perfect. So now it makes sense where she can try to change him because she's perfection. So even if she can't get him perfect, she can get him better because she's perfect. None of us is perfect. Man ain't and women ain't. But women want to change man, and no woman is perfect at all. It's a lot of women that ain't got their stuff together. That's like what Jerome was saying, I think, back at my sister's Battle with the Sexes a few years ago. He was like, women have standards on men, and the requirements that women require of men, the woman don't have.
Exactly.
But you got to have it. You be like, car, basically stability. A car, a job, you know what I'm saying? A shelter, clothes on your back, consistent basic necessities. Half the women don't got that. They live with their mama. A lot of them live with roommates. A lot of them got kids and they live with their mom. A lot of women don't have their own stuff. They be out here struggling. And once again, I'm not just getting on women, because I'll be the first to say you got a lot of Ray Rays that live with their homeboys today and they ain't got their stuff together either. But once again, that goes without saying, because we know it's a lot of guys out here that ain't got their stuff together. They're men in age, but they're not men up here. So we get that. We ain't talking about that. Right. I'm talking about the women that brag like they got their stuff together and they got 3-4 kids and they live in their mom's basement, but they got these crazy requirements of you as the man. That's not cool. If you gonna talk all that, make sure your stuff is together. And even when you have your stuff together, because I know some people gonna say, well, what about that? The woman that got her stuff together, and first of all, that's a half truth. Because and this is just from experience, not even just me, because remember, we deal with general. There's nothing wrong with putting your personal experiences on top of the general information, because that makes a stronger case. See, women just want to do personal and no general, when the general outweighs your personal. But you could do personal in addition with the general. That's how men do it. I can say my experiences and then come and add it to the bunch of what goes on in the world. Women just say, since it happened to me, the world don't matter because I'm one person in the world that don't do this. It don't work that way. It don't. So yeah, women, like I said, they have all these crazy demands and requirements. And the stuff that they require, they don't have themselves. Right. They don't have it. They don't have it, but they expect you to have it. And you a dog or you ain't got your stuff together if you don't have it. But nobody says nothing about the woman when she doesn't have it. Oh, she's down on her luck. So it's excuses when she's struggling. But if a guy's struggling, there's no excuses. Now, that's a double standard. But the thing about, like what Myra said, and I'm on Fresh and Fit, when we messed up as men, and Kevin even said it, the world has no problem letting men know that we come up short.
Yes, yes.
It's not even just women. Other men will check other men like, bro, you a bum. Another man will check another man like, bro, you come on, bro. You out here. How old are you, bro? 40? We'll check other dudes. Yep. So you know a woman really gonna go in on the guy. So the world has no problem of letting the man know, bro, what they say, you need to grow up. The world has no problem telling the man that letting him know that he needs to grow up. The world has no problem doing that. So then when you tell a woman she needs to grow up and be on some grown women stuff, now it's a problem. Now it's an argument. Oh, you can't come at her like that. But she just came at him like that. If he's grown and she's grown, what's wrong with telling two adults they need to be adults?
Exactly.
But you could tell a man he needs to grow up, but you can't tell her she needs to grow up. It's taboo when you say it about her. But, that's the world we live in.
You know what? So,
yeah.
You just want to say something?
Yeah, that's a lot, Tony. Yeah, I agree with you. And then I find it funny how women they get in relationships, and then it's okay for advice. It's okay for advice, like outside advice and everything. You know, if you're talking to your homegirl and everything about an argument or something, just because it's okay to just because it's okay to listen to advice don't mean that you should take every advice into account. So I think that's one other issue that women get with relationships. They let everybody else inside of the relationship when it should be just both of them. That's one other thing I would say how they could have a greater relationship with a man. Stop letting everybody know what goes on behind y'all closed doors, whether that's emotional, sexual, financial. Stop letting everybody that's not involved in your life with your man know about what's going on. Stop letting, your homegirls, girl, he this, he lost his job and I just feel like I'm doing everything. That's none of their business. It's okay because it's okay when you like, man, it's just hard times. But then when they get their input, girl, you need to leave him. He ain't gonna get a job. You don't know that. Because the moment you leave him, and I've heard about this happening, the moment you leave, the moment the woman leaves and gets a divorce and the man down on his luck, do you know years later, he come back, he get back on his feet and he's successful? Yeah. Do you know the women are pissed?
Yes. Yeah, yes.
I've heard stories about that. They are livid that he's successful and they in the dirt. No. It returns. What goes around comes around. When he was in the dirt and everything, you were supposed to be by his side. You were supposed to have his back. But not because hard times fell, you left. See, that's what I don't understand. That's why a lot of women are not in relationships. Because they want to get in a relationship for the attention and they want to get in for the ego. Yeah, I got me a man. But when it's actually time to do the work, a lot of y'all leave. And that's what pissed the man off. A lot of y'all just dip or go ghost when the hard times come through. So...
Damn, somebody calls like Andre.
I know right now. I'm just kidding. But I would say, yeah, just stop letting everybody else into y'all relationship because that's unhealthy. Because then you're gonna have all these voices in your head. Leave him. Do this. Do that. When that's not you operating, that's them. So that's all I would say.
I mean, because I feel like, man, a lot of y'all. A lot of women, y'all say y'all want relationships, but the truth is y'all really just want temporary relationships. Y'all don't want the real thing. And relationships are meant to lead to marriage eventually. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all preach y'all want this and want that, but the truth is y'all don't even know half the things that make up a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? And y'all take to social media to give y'all the answers. Y'all take to other women to give y'all the answers. But the thing is y'all dealing with men. Why would you go and ask another woman how to deal with a man? You know what I'm saying? Instead of asking men, okay, what is it that I can do better to get to understand my man or, give him what he wants? You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with giving your man what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still about what that person wants. He's giving you what you want, so why not give him what he wants as an even exchange? You get what I'm saying? And don't assume you know what he wants, because a lot of y'all do that too. Y'all assume, okay, well, he's a man, he wants this, of course, he wants that, but you don't directly ask him. Some men place certain things higher on his list of what he wants from his woman more than some other guy does. So you can't just assume you know what he wants. Ask him, okay, what is it that you find important, or what is it that you want from me as a woman, as your woman, to help satisfy you in this relationship? You know what I'm saying? Because if he's doing his part, he's checking his boxes. The problem comes with you now. You know what I'm saying? And don't just say, when he say these things too, and he tells you what it is, you have to be that. You can only fake it for so long too. When a lot of y'all go on these dates with men, right? And y'all try to show off these best qualities and tell them, okay, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this and this. But the truth is, you're not really that. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually, when you get in a relationship, a lot of that will come apart. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't fake it for that long. Eventually, that part of you will come out. You have to actually be that. If you're actually somebody that say, okay, I can listen to my man's when he needs to vent, or he needs to, if he ever have his emotional time and stuff like that, or I'm willing to do whatever he needs me to do. You have to be that. Don't just say it, because at the same time, y'all eventually you just gonna get tired of it. So it's just like you have to live what you say. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of y'all be playing yourself on that. And it was something else I forgot, but yeah, I mean, learn different things as to what it is to make a relationship good. Y'all listen to too many other women. Y'all more on social media and learning about other stuff more than learning what it takes to have a good relationship. Listen to married people. A lot of married people been married for like years, for decades, making it work, and you just walk right past them every day. They got what you want. You envious about what they have. Okay, go ask them. Okay, hey, how did you make this work, or how do you get along with your man? You know what I'm saying? And they'll be glad to give you advice on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all have the opportunity to get married, but y'all equate the fact that okay, I got a lot of options as to it being like okay, I can pick whatever I want to get what I want. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't, your options don't always equate to what you want. You know what I'm saying? So just because you got options don't always mean you're gonna eventually get married. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you can get so lost in your options, you may never actually pick one. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look at that too and look outside of yourself. So that's my opinion on that. So let's get Uncle Pico's thought.
Oh man, I thought y'all forgot about me.
How do women get a relationship out of a man?
Oh wow. What was the question?
How do women get relationships out of a man?
How do women get relationships out of a man? Oh wow, that's a good one. Me, I always think you got to put your best foot forward. You know, don't. If that's what if you starting off being a loving, caring person, that's the way it's got to end. Yeah. You know, don't get this man all into you. And if something, I ain't gonna say go wrong, if something you don't approve that he do, you just shut everything down. Right. Well, you know, well, he did it, so I can do it. There's a phrase, 2 wrongs don't never make a right. It never makes a right. So I might slip up one day. I ain't talking about like cheating or like that. I'm just saying, just slip up. It's true, you can get mad, but still keep that love in you that attracted me to you. Because when you get in relationships, as we all know, people change. Okay, they can be the lovingest person in the world in the beginning of the beginning years. Everything works smooth. Y'all communicate, but I don't know what happens. Things just go wrong, and you like it's not even that bad. Just like you said, you don't go. Put it like this. Now, I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes, but women should never go get advice from another woman. Because they're going to lead you wrong no matter what, because women think off their feelings. If they had 5 bad relationships, they're going to tell you about those 5 bad relationships they was dealing with. Now it's on you. Man, you know what? He might do this, or he might do that and stuff like that. So now you got to go back to him and you got to wear out all this baggage. He like, I ain't even know nothing like that. Yeah, but what if? Now you get mad at yourself for something I ain't even did. Like, man, what are you talking about? Well, Lisa been through this relationship, and I'm not Pookie or Ray Ray. I'm Pico. So how can you contradict what I'm gonna do? I ain't even did it yet. What you precog? You can see the future. Come on, man. Let's just be honest. And when relationships go wrong, it's hard as hell to get them back to where they were. Because now the envy and the doubt is in now. Right. What was that? Oh, I'm sorry. So now the envy and the doubt is in. So don't ever go to your friend for advice on a man, because one, just like you said, Drake, they're not men. Right. Women don't understand men like men understand men. So if I got a problem, if I'm just saying I'm a woman, which I'm not, I shouldn't go to Lisa. My best thing to do is to go to if I'm a woman, I should go to still a man to get advice, because a man's not going to lie to me. A woman is going to butter up things. A guy, oh, babe, you know what? You did this. You did that. You slept with that other dude. You know you wrong. But a woman, they'll be like, yeah, you know what? But you slept with him because he pushed you to sleep with him. Nothing gets solved. Now you feeling guilty, but then again, you got a crown because somebody had pity for you. So a guy, and I've been through relationships past, and when me and Pickable went through our thing. I'm just going to be honest about it. My guys didn't sugarcoat nothing. My guy, Wes, you can call him right now. He said, bro, you bogus as hell. You messed up. And I would let her listen to the phone. I didn't say, well, Wes, you can't tell me this. I'm like, bro, you right, man. You right. You said it earlier, Tony. There's a reason, well, you didn't say it in these many words, but there's a reason why men supposed to be over women. There's a reason for that.
It is.
All right. I'm not saying this to be to bash
That's
nobody
hierarchy.
or nothing like that, but men are here to keep women in place. I'm telling you. That's why things go the way they are, because everything is out of balance.
Yeah, facts.
Everything's all messed up now. And then when I say in place, I don't mean like do as I say.
right.
No. Because if you go and listen to another woman for advice, you're going to screw yourself. And then that same woman you ran with for advice, now she got your guy. She got your guy now.
It's true. Yeah.
So you was telling me all this stuff to get me to put the charges on my back to leave. Now she got him and she treats him like a king. But nobody looks at it like that. So if you come into a relationship, you stay what you are. Don't change. You do not change. You know what? You know who got a perfect example of that? When white people get together, that's why they be together for so long. Think about it.
Okay.
They go through trials and tribulations just like everybody else do. Sometimes men cheat on them and they catch their man cheating. They still forgive them. Because love is in deed and not words, man.
Oh, love is indeed and not words.
That's why.
Wow.
But our sisters, they would give up at the first sign of battle. Oh, he did what? He didn't have to do nothing. He did what? Oh, what? Baby, I didn't cheat. Well, guess what? My friend say she saw you. What she see you at? Oh, you was at the restaurant. How? I was just out of town. What, it's two of me? I'm a doppelganger. I did like that. And I popped up in a... Oh, man. I'm serious. Look, I know it sounds funny, but I done seen this stuff with my own eyes. I've been through so many stupid things. And you stop and think about it, you like, man, she was an idiot. She was an idiot, or he was an idiot. It's the same, like Tony said, it's the same way with the guys. The guys is the same way.
Both ways.
Don't take advice from somebody who's toxic and battered. You can't do that. Well, what am I supposed to do? Girl, leave him. And your guy come home and y'all have an argument and she calling you on the phone going live. He chasing me and he beating you up. Why would you take advice from somebody like that?
That's true.
That's what parents are for. That's what big sisters and big brothers are for, because they've been through that. But nobody runs to that stuff. They run to the idiots outside. Why? So, like I said, you stay what you are. No matter what you do in this life, when you're in relationships, you don't change. Because the minute you change, somebody's always right there to take your spot. And they'll just sit and wait. Like, what's the animal that just sit and wait? Spiders. Spiders just sit and wait for your week, for your armor to chink. Then here they come. And then when you at home without a man or nothing like that, then the question pops off in your head. What did I do wrong? How many women ever admitted when they were wrong? Instead of me coming at you arguing and stuff, why are we arguing? What did I do? You got women that get all these relationships, and you see some women. I think I was telling me and Victor. He knew somebody was married 18 times. I think that was Victor. 18 times.
What? That ain't
But guess what? You want to know the funny part about it? None of them worked. It's not 18 dudes. It's you. Think about it. Now, all 18 of these guys couldn't have been idiots. Think about it.
This was a woman that was married 18
Yeah,
times?
she was married 18
Yeah, I
times.
thought
Dude, you should have called her quits
yeah.
at 3. 1, okay. 2, you're pushing it.
Facts.
If it ain't work 18 times, you ain't got to be married no more. Because it's something you doing that's chasing them away.
Yeah.
And I bet the common denominator is she couldn't get them to do what she wanted.
Exactly.
Basically.
Exactly.
Man.
Exactly. But women, you have to bring the moon and the stars and the globe to them.
And it still ain't enough.
And it still ain't enough. It's not. And we're not bashing at women. We're not. But it's just common freaking sense, man.
Yep.
They got you, just like you said, Tony, and I appreciate you saying that. Me, I apologize to you.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means. Girl, give me some butter. Hey, get them butter rolls.
Butter roll.
Dinner rolls, whatever it was.
What you said?
Just like you said, Tony. I forgot what you said. Cause she Pitbull Miss
Yeah, 'cause
the
they
devil.
called me, I'm like, what?
She's the devil. Oh. What was you saying? You just said something.
It'll come
Dinner
back.
rolls.
Well,
always
it'll
mess
come.
up
Yeah,
the-
dinner rolls mess me up, man.
That's
I'm hungry. I sure can't remember, but
Oh yeah. Okay. Because I had something I wanted
go
to
ahead,
say, too.
bro.
you
Go ahead.
go.
Yeah, I'll probably come back to
Yeah,
you.
if I come back to you. So
Do your job, Sean. No, I'm just playing.
there's another thing though.
Who
too.
did?
A lot of women, when y'all want relationships too, you also gotta know, because I feel like men are good at this too, and I'm gonna get to that later. But you want relationships, you gotta also know who to weed out too. A lot of y'all want relationships with guys that is not fit to have relationships.
Oh
with.
my Jesus.
And that's just like That's just the major truth. That's what a lot of the source of y'all issues is. Y'all get relationships with dudes, y'all shouldn't possibly even be dating like that. Honestly, these are like fun type of dudes that's just out there doing whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all get with these dudes for so long, and then they wind up hurting you, and now you put every man in the same category. So, and the reason why I feel like men are good at this is as why a lot of men are not getting relationships and they just sleeping around with a lot of women. Because if women were really the women that men want, then they wouldn't be just sleeping with them and throwing them away. A lot of guys are just sleeping with women because they ain't really nothing. So y'all sitting and complaining about, oh, man going around sleeping with all these different women and they ain't doing commitment, because the truth is y'all not really worth being committed to. That's just the truth.
Ouch.
They not trying to get with y'all because it's like all you offer is sex. That's really it. So if you really want a man to commit to you, you have to be something he's worth committing to. You have to be something that he doesn't want to lose. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like what I said earlier. You have to stand out beyond all the other women out there. And
Exactly.
to me, and which I stated in the last podcast episode, that should not be a competition at this point, because a lot of women don't bring nothing right now.
They don't.
They really don't bring nothing.
Problem.
And the truth is, it's just like a lot of women are not willing to compete. And that's the thing. You got men competing all day, every day, trying to get a woman number, just to get the
That is
number,
so true, man.
and then hopefully get a
yeah.
date. So you got men still constantly trying. Y'all just act like y'all try one time and just stop,
I showed up.
and not even try at all. You know what I'm saying? So you want something, go out there and try and get it. You know what I'm saying? Me and my dad had a conversation about this the other day over the phone. He was telling me about a woman that I guess they were just having a little conversation about something, and it was along the lines that she sees a lot of men like that she like out there in the world and stuff like that, and she'll give them the look, but they don't ever come and say anything to her. And my dad said something like, well, why don't you just go up and say something to him? Because how is the man supposed to know that you want him? You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all just give a man a look or don't do nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? If you see a guy that you like, a lot of times you got to understand, we got to a point that we don't know nothing as far as like when a woman wants somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's been times where I've been around women and they like me, but I never knew until like years later, and they tell me, I'm like, oh, well, I never knew that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of men, we don't know half the time. So a lot of times y'all got to be vocal. And a lot of women, y'all not acting like adults. Y'all got to be adults. And being an adult is being able to communicate. You know what I'm saying? You like somebody, you see them, go say something.
I mean,
It's not that hard.
I'm glad you said that, because I heard a lot of women tell me this.
Uh-huh.
And this is just conversation. So I gotta clear that up, because right then I'm trying to holler at somebody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to holler at nobody, peekaboo. But I heard a lot of women say, if a man like me, he should come to me, which is true.
Right.
But if you like him, step to him too.
Yeah, because he might not
How
have
would
been
he
doing
know? How would he know?
Exactly.
But see, once again, it's how we were raised.
Mhm.
Most women teach their daughters, let him make the first move.
Man.
Suppose if he don't make the first move and he get with somebody else, now you like, damn, I missed my chance. Your chance is over.
Exactly.
And you
So
know,
just get out and speak.
and you know what's
You
crazy?
missing out.
And they probably could have been had a husband. They probably had like 3 good options
And
that
just
could have made
wait.
them had a husband, but they did. They wasted it because they
Right.
didn't say nothing.
Well, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let him step to me. I'm gonna let him take the lead. Yeah, I'm gonna let him take the lead. When you get together, now you wanna take the lead.
Yep.
Come on, people. Come on, man.
I'ma
Do you
just-
smell what the Rock is cooking?
I'm gonna just say this too. That's actually like y'all made some good points. You, Dad, and you too, Dre. Like, just step up. Women need to step up more, like, and go get what they want when asking a man out. Because that's actually more attractive to the man. Because that is very attractive to the man. Because it's like the man feels like, damn, I'm over here minding my business, and she came all the way from over there, all the way here, to say, hey, how you doing? I just want to say you handsome, and I would like to get to know you. That is so attractive. That's attractive. Because it's like,
What day is this?
Man.
man,
Well, see, yeah, I get what you're saying, Sean, but Tony said that a long time ago.
Yep.
He said that a long time ago.
Mhm.
Give it a try.
give it a
You
try.
never know.
Just try it. Because
Yeah.
you never know what
Just
you
don't.
never know what it could blossom into.
Then I gotta add to this, Sean.
Add on, my
Please
brother.
put the camera on me.
Okay.
Look at me.
Look at me.
No, I gotta add to what Sean just said. That's why I love when each one of us talk, because somebody will say a trigger
Yeah.
word that'll make you be like,
Shazam.
what's him? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and it's like, and women, y'all really need to take responsibility for this. And I'm gonna say why. Like what Pico and them was saying, a lot of times y'all have to open y'all mouths. There's an old saying, closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah.
So the reason y'all need to step up, and I'm bold. Y'all know me, I don't care. I'm gonna be bold. Y'all need to step up more. And I'm gonna tell you why. And what I'm about to say is it's not anger, it's literally experiences from the past that lead all the way up to now. And remember, and what I say this, y'all gonna agree. Women gonna agree. Y'all ready for the and they know they finna agree. Women have the highest rate of turn down power.
Yeah.
Y'all turn down guys left and right.
Yep.
Right and left. Let me make sure I did it right. All right. Y'all turn down guys on a regular basis. So with that being said, remember, you're the one initiating. We're the recipients. So it's funny how y'all always talk about guys need to calm down. No. Let you be on the other end getting told no, maybe, yeah, then no. Let that be y'all. Our normal human being is gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna give up ultimately, but it's like, damn, there's 15,000 no's. Like, you gonna get discouraged.
Yep.
So since y'all contribute to that, you would think logically, which I know that's a word that's foreign to women, but you would think logically, the way that guy's looking at me, I can tell because what girls say, well, I looked at him, so his loss if he ain't say nothing. Instead of saying, we turn guys down left and right. Where we at the grocery store, where we at line at Walmart, we pumping gas, we have BJs. Because we on Facebook, like, well, vagina, that's the scientific term. We get told, we turn down guys on a regular basis. So if it's a guy looking at me, and that's crazy, women know this. They know when the guys look, we pumping the gas, we be like, if we look 4-5 times, we like, shorty. They know, and remember, see, this women's intuition crap that y'all be loving to say. Y'all should, this nigga looked over, he looked over here 8 times. I know I got my little, I know he looking at me. I ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling him too, but I know he wants to holler, but let me put my thinking cap on. We turn guys down left and right. He probably wants to holler. But from the constant rejection, that'll prevent him from hollering. So since I know we turn guys down all the time, let me help him out. Let me walk over there and
if I'm around too many of my friends, he might not want to say nothing.
So let me holler at him. Let me help him out. Because I know deep down he want to holler because he keep looking over here. Exactly. And then I see him too. He handsome too. So let me help him out and let him know it's okay to holler at me. Because I'm finna come at you like, that's why I love, shout out to Pickable. Come on, auntie. Now I'm finna give you flowers. Because I think me and you talked about this a while ago too. And you was like, I got to do my Pickable. Nephew. I know she finna be laughing. Nephew, back in our days, when we talk, when we see a guy and we like him, and she said they'll go over there and like, and that's what's crazy. That's the thing about women. When we say go holler, now you got some women, every once in a blue moon, you might find one that'll holler. Right. When we say holler, when I say it in the simplest form, meaning y'all don't even have to holler. Y'all so cool with it as women, you could just give us hints to let us know it's okay to holler. Yeah. So y'all ain't even got, so when we say holler, we not saying walk up to how guys do. Yo, shorty, ain't got to be that. But like, yo, yeah, you fat man, we ain't got to, y'all don't have to do that. Y'all could just give us the green light that it's okay to holler. Right. That'd be enough. Like I said, they call them choosing signals. And of course, that's another topic because like I said, the current women today, going back to Auntie because I didn't want to veer off the subject, but Auntie was saying, Pickable was saying back in the days when girls got guys' attention and then a guy walked up and hollered, and women don't know how sexy this is, bro. I got to give y'all flowers. I'll be doggy y'all because I hit y'all with the truth, but I love it when women do this. Like, well, they don't today, but I remember back in those days, like probably, when I was a kid, but just hearing Auntie's stories, when the girl would walk up to him, do something in a way to let him know, come holler. Then when he do, she'd had a little look. She'd be like, man, I wonder what took you so long. You know what I'm saying? Like, the guy be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we feel good, like, man, I wanted that anyway. And now you just confirmed this, so, let's go. But it's like, women is like, and like you said, and like I said, my homie was reading this blog to me, bro. And it's this girl, I guess she writes blogs. I forgot her name anyway, but she said she was in a Menards. I would never forget that. And this shattered my brain when I heard this. So that let you know women be on that too, but they so petty and wicked, they would just withhold it rather than just being adult and communicating. She said she walking past this one guy that I guess they was in the same aisle. They crossed paths. So, he looked at her, how you doing? He kept walking. She said she was so horny when she saw him, her exact words, her vagina was punching her in the throat.
Wow. I told him not to tell nobody.
She said that.
No, I was just
And
playing.
instead of like hollering, or not, like I said, not hollering like a guy, but making herself to be like, to make him want to holler, she said that in her mind, and she just went on about her day. Instead of just like making it known. So you know what I'm saying? Not knowing what that could have been.
No.
But you got all this ego, oh, my vagina is punching me in the throat, but I ain't gonna say nothing though, because I got this pride. Like, what? Women don't understand, like, half the, like you said, man, half the relationships, women could have been in half decent relationships had they either made the
open
first
their mouth,
move or initiated something to let the man know it's okay to make the first move. Women, like, they sabotage a lot of their stuff, and they could just do little simple stuff, and I always crack jokes like this with my cousins and even my homies. I'm like, give me the sign. I'll take over from there. Exactly. You ain't even got because it's my job to be the overall. Exactly. I'm the man. That's cool. Give me a sign to let me know it's okay. I'm gone. But all that, y'all want to be all, well, how come you holler at him? Well, I looked at him with both eyeballs and turned to the right. If you don't see me, that's his problem. You be like, oh my God. He should have said something. How, bro, I'm not a psychic. How are we supposed to know this? How are we supposed to know this? Then what's so crazy about the women of today, they'll give you the choosing signals, the fake choosing signals, because it's choosing signals. Then when the man answers the choosing signals, she still turn him down. Or give him the number initially and then ghost him.
Yeah.
But so you be like, so that's why I said, Auntie, I give you props back in your times, like, cause I guess I could, cause I wasn't, I was a kid probably, I was most likely a baby or something. But if y'all women, like back in the Soul Train days when black women bodies was off the chain and everybody wasn't whales walking around here, but when black women kept their bodies together and y'all kind of gave guys signs and then the guy responded and you be like, damn, daddy, I wonder what took you so long. What's up? Like, to me, that's dope. Right. I wish the girls of today did that. Now, we finna flip it. Because they do that today. But they do it to the Chads and Tyrones. So they do it. But the majority of the average guys out here, they would never do that to us. You got to be the top, something like that. And then, in the course of his mind, he like, well, of course, shorty, I know you over here because look who I am.
That's crazy.
I'm LeBron. Like, of course you finna be like, so of course you finna kiss my, hey, dad, of course you finna do that because I'm Jay-Z. Like, do that to the average guy that work at FedEx. That's not a Pookie or a Ray Ray or a knucklehead or a bad guy. Do that to a guy that's level-headed.
That's fit for a relationship.
That's fit. But they ain't finna do that. Nope. So shout out if y'all black women, if y'all did that back in the, I guess the older women that's in the crowd, in the audience, back in the old school days, if y'all kind of gave the guy the choosing signal and then when he acted on it, he was like, yo, I wonder what took you so long, and then y'all went into it. I love and respect y'all for that because I wish these women today, the average woman in general, would do that. But they don't do that. And like I said, even if they fake do it, they'll send the guy off. They'll ghost him or kind of bait him in and then turn him down like, no, I got a boyfriend. Or just lie, or just be like, no. But you kind of baited them in with the look. It's just like the crazy games women play out. There's no words for it. The games women play is crazy. Yep. It's crazy, but it's, I just went off on a tangent, but I just had to say that. But yeah, it kind of still went circle about what y'all was saying. Like,